Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. Yesterday, it was a good day for statue collectors. The Prime 1 Studios Showcase was a total success. It was a hit after hit, many great reveals, people were excited. I was excited. I watched it for the 3 hours and it was fun. And I know we're gonna be talking about it for a long time because there's so much they presented there. But it was not only a good day for Prime 1 Studio. Tsume Art released a few pre-orders and in matter of hours, they sold out. That's a feat that many companies wish they had. So in this video, I wanna go back and look at the stuff they had on pre-order because thankfully you can find these through other retailers, so the options are there. And I wanna really let you know what I think about them, the good and the bad. And ultimately, I wanna let you know if I think you need to add them to your collection or not. So in the next couple of minutes, stay tuned. Alright guys, and for this reason, I'm here at Sumi Art's website. And this company, for those who do not know, it's based in Luxembourg, but it's known as a French company. And of course, they operate primarily in Europe, but they're really well known all around the world because what the depictions of the characters are really amazing. Primarily, they concentrate on anything that has to do with anime, gaming, manga, but also they have other licenses. And as you can see, this is what actually went on pre-order yesterday from, of course, the Saint Seiya, the Knights of the Zodiac, or the Cavaliers of the Zodiac, or Caballeros del Zodiaco. It depends where you're from. I grew up watching them in Latin America, so it's Caballeros del Zodiaco for me. But man, Saint Seiya, it's a classic. And this pretty much sold out. Now, they also have on pre-order Kojiro Hyuga. This is the Tiger Shot. This is from Captain Tsubasa. This has been on pre-order for quite some time. It's not sold out yet, but this is a fantastic piece. But when you go and look at the company, you can see everything they have. You know, all the different licenses from Dragon Ball Z, One Punch Man, Sailor Moon, My Hero Academia, and you name it. They have everything, Ranma. So they have so much stuff there that it's just amazing what the company has been doing. So let me give you an idea so you know exactly what they have. For example, with Dragon Ball Z, as you can see, all these pieces have been sold out, you know, out of stock. Like this Broly that has been very popular. A lot of people love this one. I always love this one, the Quiet Rat of Son Goku. I think this is a terrific piece with Nappa. I love this one, and also this Krillin versus the Saberman. That's a nice piece. So you know, when you think about this company, and of course they produce also clothing and all that stuff. This is another nice one, Piccolo as Redemption. So they do have definitely an array of stuff like Naruto Shippuden. As you can see, these are some of the stuff that's available right now for sale. But also, you know, they have done over the years terrific pieces. And I'm always amazed every time I come here and look at what they offer. I'm amazed at what they do. I wish they were more easily available in here in North America because, of course, you know, buying directly from them, the prices are not cheap. Of course, this, as you can see, this is euros. So, of course, a little higher the value than the dollar, the US dollar. But they have those options, and I'm just kind of showcasing some of the stuff they offer so you have an idea. Let's see what else, what other license we can look at. Assassin's Creed, you got One Piece, very popular too. Dragon Ball Z, One Punch Man. Oh, the One Punch Man is another one that is very good. Some of the stuff they're having right now available, stuff on pre-order, like you see One Punch Man, Saitama. This is pretty much the bus. This is a nice one. That one definitely is a beautiful piece. But yeah, man, and I'm telling you, this company is really on another level. When I come to look at it, everything they offer is just amazing. My Hero Academia, for example. And before we get into everything, I just want to show you what they have. This one, for example. So, man, I'm telling you, Izuku, Midoriya, Katsuki, Bakugo. Those are nice. Very nice. But I think on this case, for those are, I think these are PVC if I'm not mistaken. But, man, they look terrific. And I want to show you one more before we get into the ones that I'm really interested in showcasing today, or the ones that you actually came to watch. I like this one. Love Ranma, out of stock. This is a beautiful diorama. I love that anime back in the day. I watch it a lot, so definitely Ranma is a good one. And I want to get into the pieces now, and I want to show you first the Kojiro Hyuga, the tiger shot from Captain Tsubasa. This is 629 euros, which is coming out technically around $800, of course, plus shipping. They offer a payment plan. This has been on pre-order, I think, for a couple of months. So for some reason, it hasn't done as well, but this is the first piece in this collection. And you can choose the delivery country. Actually, US is included there, which is good. But, you know, you see the whole story. The artist director here is Cyril Marshall, John Gonzalez, Saisa Kiyokawa. The concept art, you had Christophe Yu. I think you don't pronounce the S. The 3D artist, you got Anaïs Barbeau, Olivier Sam. Technical engineering, Jose Q. Chu Lu and Jonathan Vigo. Statue preparators, Eric Jolivalt and Aurélie Nagot. I'm sorry, my apologies for my bad French. And Eric Jolivalt and Michael Gross. And the dimensions, you got 32 centimeters in height, 41 centimeters in width, and 44 centimeters. So this, you're looking at a 1/6 scale here. The materials for this, you have resin, you got PVC, and you have LED. So it comes with lights. So it does have some parts that are actually made out of PVC. Now, when you can see here, the statue comes with a number plate and a certificate of authenticity. The scale is 1/6 again. Total run is 1,250 pieces. And this is going to release in the first half of next year, 2021. All right, so now we look at the pictures. And I love the concept of this. Now, Captain Tsubasa, I remember watching it in my country, of course, in Mexico. And as a kid, we call it Supercampeones. That's the name of the show in Spanish, which is Super Champions. And I think it's been known like that in other countries. It was a total success in Latin America. People love the show. I traveled through Latin America growing up because my mother, she's from Honduras. My father is Mexican, but we had the opportunity to travel. My father is a chemical engineer, so I traveled to other countries in Latin America as a kid, and it was a success everywhere in Latin America, all the way from Mexico all the way to Brazil. It was just Argentina. It was a success everywhere. So. It's a pretty good show, as you can see right here. I love the depiction of the character. Of course, this is the pretty much antagonist in the show, and but of course he pretty much his tiger kick. That's what he was famous for. If you remember, the show was about these kids running like crazy for a mile. They could just run from one side of the field to the other in the entire episode. And it was just the spectacle of the adventure, and they talking and all that, which doesn't happen. If you have ever played soccer, you know it doesn't happen. But it was fun. But man, the depiction of the tiger and the way he is there, this is just a cool looking piece. It is just accurate to the show, to the character. And I love the paint job, love the shading, very natural, works so well. A video game just came out recently. I haven't purchased it yet, but I need to grab it. I love that. Look at that. From every angle, this is a nice looking piece. And I love the resin they use, the clear resin. That's just great. And like they were saying, some parts of this piece are made out of resin. Not only this, but all the character. But some parts of this character actually are made out of PVC. I don't know what they were trying to achieve with that picture. Here it says, because of the many thin and fragile elements, Tsume reserves the right to consider producing the statue integrally in other materials, PVC or ABS, which is, like a strong vinyl. If the breakage tests for the resin parts are inconclusive, the statue will also include metal rods and magnets to ease the assembling process. So now these are the parts that they're saying that perhaps are the ones that are going to be PVC in that case to avoid any breakage, which would be the soccer ball there and also the head of the character, which, some people might not like, but this is something that they've been doing in order to make things easier for transportation when they package this stuff and doesn't break, because as you can see with the hair, the spikes and all, that's something that might just damage quickly. So those are the parts that they might reserve the right to do it on PVC. I love what they did on the base. You can see the grass. That's pretty cool. Love this. This is definitely a nice looking piece all around. Really love the angles. And I don't know why it hasn't sold out as that, because it's a popular character. Maybe because it's the price, maybe because a lot of people haven't seen it. Who knows? But it is a good start in my opinion for the company. And as you can, I love that. This, of course, I imagine that this is gonna be added. You know, you can put it on top. Maybe they're removable. They're gonna be removable as well, I'm guessing, as I've seen other pieces in the past with them. It is just gorgeous. This is a gorgeous piece also that is very fragile. You come to think of it. So this also might be PVC. I don't know. We'll know until that piece comes out. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, I love the show. I love this depiction. In my opinion, they did terrific with it. And I think they're repeating the pictures, but it's a cool one nonetheless. All right, and now we're looking at the Knights of the Zodiac. This is what went out for pre-order yesterday and sold out, but also kind of low-key was Athena. Athena, it's been pretty much, it was some preparation for a couple of years. It was showcased the first time in 2018, but they did a lot of tweaking to the piece. So they did some changes to the portrait, some changes to the base, also to some of the stuff that she's wearing. So it went out on pre-order. People are excited for it. It's also, it sold out right away. Very nice piece, also very expensive, but beautiful. And it's going to kind of set up the whole diorama. It's going to be pretty much set up around her. But, you know, when you come and look at the stuff they have produced over the years, I love everything. Of course, they got the gold cloth knights, but also, in my opinion, this is the Dragon Shiryu is one of the best, if not the best. When he participated on the second Statue Forum Awards, he won the medium scale that year, but also became the #1, pretty much the statue of the year. Because the fan base was crazy for it. A lot of Tsume fans, they were voting for it. And the company was really looking for this award. And it was well deserved because I love that. I love that piece. A reminder that you don't have to have 1/4 or 1/3 scale statues to really have a nice detailed statue. This is one perfect detailed statue. Of course, they have produced others in the past, but in my opinion, this is the best so far. Now we're gonna look at Athena before we get into Pegasus, and these are actually the first 1/4 scale statues of this collection, in this case from Tsume. This is the first time they're getting into the 1/4 scale, and it was a total success for sure, just based on the numbers. The price for this is 14.99 euros, which comes out to around close to $1,800 US dollars. They offer a payment plan. But as you can see, Athena, the goddess of wisdom, protector of the sanctuary, Athena reincarnated in the body of Saori Kido. Again, this is the first time that they were 1/4 scale piece, and it was a total success. The statue comes with a number plate and a certificate of authenticity. The scale 1/4, again, the total run is 800 pieces, which is extremely limited. This is going to be a grail at some point. The estimated delivery date was the first semester of 2020. Of course, that was because of the delays and stuff, but the fact that they have it now, it's just super, super cool. They got the artist directors is Cyril Marchiol, Cyril Faruja, Saisa Kijokawa. These are the same people that do pretty much everything. The concept and design is Saisa Kijokawa. The 3D sculptor is Cyril Faruja and Patrick Tran. Traditional sculptor Guillaume Hermeri, Tom Fagnier, Christophe Sperto. And technical preparation, Patrick Tran, Jose Kuchioklu, and of course you had a lot of people there. The materials is polyresin. You have polystone, PVC, ABS, and magnets. So it's technically everything as they've been doing now. So there's a combination. This is what you call mixed media when there's so many different items, different materials utilized for this. Now looking at the pictures, again, they did some changes to the face. Some people are not really happy with it. I like it. It's not bad. I think the face resembles more of the manga more than the anime, which is good. And all these hairs here, and I'm guessing that they, to avoid breakage, they're probably gonna do PVC on her, on the head sculpt for sure, because you can see all that hair, and they just want to avoid any breakage and all that stuff that happens. But as you can see, that base is huge. Being this a 1/4 scale, this is a huge piece. Look at that. And that really determines the price. But you can see right there. Man, this is a huge base. And I think that's the reason why they have to make adjustments. Just because it was too large, even as a 1/4 scale. But definitely, I like the concept. This is just an important character, has always been in the show. She's the center of it. As you can see, the head and the hair are going to be PVC, so I was right. The statue is going to be resin. The scepter is to be confirmed, so they don't know if they're going to do this on PVC or whatever, but her body is going to be resin. So this is a combination of both, and I think they're doing great, and it's fine. You know, I know some people might disagree with that idea, but I think it's really a nice way to combat breakage, and at the end, you know, dealing with a lot of unhappy customers. So, you know, whatever it is, in order to make it work, I think companies have the right to do it. And the good thing is that they kind of prepare you for that through the annotations. They're telling you, we reserve the right to make those changes in order to make the piece stand out and to avoid any, you know, any problems in the future. And to me, that's good. I think companies should be forthcoming about it. It's bad when some companies are not telling you. And in the past, we have some issues with companies like even Seiya that they didn't mention it. So I think the fact that they're doing it, it really speaks volumes of them and understanding what the customers want. All right, then now we're looking at Pegasus, and this is another one for scale. The price it was cheaper, of course, $6.99, which comes out to $800 if I'm not mistaken. And you can, you know, they also offer the payment plan. Again, all these pieces can be found through other different retailers, online and physical retailers. So that's a good option there. But this one sold out in a matter of hours. It is a nice piece. It doesn't have as a big base as in this case Athena, but it's still very, very good. Now with the dimensions, it's 54 centimeters. It's and the height, the width is 50 centimeters. The depth is 37 centimeters. The same materials: poly resin, resin, PVC, magnets, imitation leather. So it does have all sort of things. This is what you call, again, mixed media. And the artists, you have Cyril Martial, you have John Gonzalez Arroyo, you got Marique Wilms, you got the 3D sculptor, you got Sophie Ngoyen, Carlos Cruz, the technical engineering, Maxime Radat, and the painters and preparators, Eric Jolivald, Michael Gross, Otto Pastor, Christophe Sperdo, and Maxime Radat. So pretty good. We're skipping all this stuff. You know, I'm sure that you by now know the characters. The statue comes with a number plate and a certificate of authenticity. They all come like that. A scale is 1/4. Total run is 1,800 pieces. And even though it was 1,800 pieces, they sold out in a matter of hours. This is an achievement that many companies wish they had. The estimated release date for this is the second half of 2021. All right, and now we're looking at the pictures. As you can see right here, man, Pegasus looks amazing. That's just bottom line. Look at that. Seiya looks great. I love the pose. There are two poses that I would go for. I think this is one. The other one would be when he's like throwing his punches. I think that's another one. I love that they went with the classic, the first, pretty much the bronze cloth, the bronze armor. I like that. But also they got this clear resin that you can add up. The pretty much kind of showcases the cosmic power. That's super cool. As a kid, they had the show. I think they added every Saturday morning. I think it was like 8 a.m. or something when they had the first episode. And I loved it. It was so popular in Mexico. I remember all the kids, all the teenagers, everyone was in love with the show. I remember back in the day, you know, the only thing we have access was when we start having the toys, and we have the Bandai toys. And you know, Bandai, the quality itself, it's okay, but the price was steep, of course, because of the license was very popular, but also because they were imports. And they were really expensive, not the best toys. But man, that, you know, I never really owned them because my parents, they were kind of strict, you know, and they were more of, you know, I grew up in a Christian home, very strict Christian home. So they were not, you know, they didn't like me watching the show because they said, well, they talk about gods and things like that, you know, and all that. So, but you know, I was a kid. I loved it because everybody loved it. Everybody talked about it, and I still watch it with my brother. But they didn't buy us the toys. But I have friends that they own pretty much a lot of the toys, and I love them. But those toys broke easily, which is a shame. But now looking at the statues, and the quality of the statues is just amazing. And they did a terrific job with it. Love the paint job. Although it's a prototype, I love that. This is more shiny red. The shiny colors there, which is, you know, pretty much accurate. And love what they did with the, you know, in this case, the ground, the Greek streets and stuff. It's super nice. the box where he carries his, you know, in this case, the Pegasus armor, all that. That's super cool. And they say they're gonna have imitation leather, so I think this is going to be leather, which that's nice too. Yeah, it's a nice piece for sure. And they have like a bunch of pictures, but man, look at that now with the resin there. You know, with the costume power, that's a nice touch. The way they did it, this is something that I would say Tsume Art is the best when it comes about this clear resin concepts. They are the best, just simply the best. You know, they know how to do it, and they do it with all their pieces. But here is some stairs. I think is when you connect this with Athena, because you can actually connect this. Yeah, you can put it in the back, and then you can make this huge diorama with Athena, as you can see. That's a nice thing. That's definitely nice. And again, Athena is huge. This is a 1/4 scale piece, so you imagine how huge this coal diorama is. So you know, this is going to take so much real estate, but it's super cool just to look at. I wish it was 1/6, to be honest, but it is what it is. You know, 1/4, the quarter scale is the thing that everyone wants now, and a lot of people are moving into 1/3. But as you can see, the materials, they're gonna reserve the right to change some things. You have resin and PVC statue. The head is going to be very likely PVC. Love this angle. This is a nice picture. I definitely love what they did. I wish they had done like a different head sculpt. You know, you can interchangeable heads on this one. I think that would have added, you know, even more interest to the piece. But you know, it's already sold out, so it's not like people were not interested. But yeah, man, look at all the stuff they have. And I think we're going on a loop again. But man, I really love this one. Love the pose, love the detail, every angle. It's such a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Really love it. And the fact that you can add this, you know, in this case, add this to a whole diorama concept. I cannot imagine what else they're going to do with, you know, when they add Hyuga, Shun, or Shiryu. I don't know how that's going to work out, but man, I'm telling you, this is a home run. All right, but before I go, I want to give you a tip. If you're unable, of course, now to pre-order Saint Seiya through the website, you can do it through Big Bad Toy Store. They also have other statues here available. As you can see, the same price as Tsume. It's $800 there. But there's other things they have. The Berserk plus Guts and Griffith versus Sod limited edition statue. A lot of stuff that is already sold out at the official website of Tsume. You can find it here. A lot of stuff is available here, and there are other retailers as well. Ranma right there available here. One Punch Man, a lot of stuff from Saint Seiya, of course Naruto, My Hero Academia. So this is another way you can get stuff, which is super cool. The Dragon Ball Krillin versus the Saiyaman is available here on pre-order. So yeah, they, you know, this is what I really like about in this case Tsume. Although a lot of the stuff sells quickly, as you can see, a lot of stuff has been sold out. It's not the only option you have. You can go through other retailers. In this case, Big Bad Toy Store is one of them. Spec Fiction, I think, has a few of them. You can see in this case, Athena was sold out long ago. But this is another place that you can choose from many other retailers as well. Well guys, there you have it. I am glad that Sumi Art had a terrific day yesterday with these pre-orders. The company deserve it. They do terrific art. They have a niche in the market where they really cover all the anime, all the manga stuff, and they are on top of it. They're even better than a lot of companies from Asia. They are doing fantastic work, and it's amazing what they are creating, what they're developing, and I know a lot of companies are paying attention. It's a reminder also that not only Marvel or DC sells. It seems that other companies, they just concentrate on Marvel, DC, because of course they do good numbers with them. But they are going, in this case, this company, Sumi Art, is going in a different route and is catering to a different market. And as you can see, there are plenty collectors out there willing to pay top dollar for these pieces, and hopefully we can get to see more of that from Sumi Art, but also other companies paying attention and also concentrating and providing products for these collectors. But what is your opinion? What do you think about them? Do you pre-order any of these? Are you a big fan of the Knights of the Zodiac or Captain Tsubasa? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. God bless, take care, and I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.